Are we ready for Jay Johnson? You ready for this?
Yeah!
Ready for this, Jay Johnson? Oh, ready? Maybe? Fine. You know, we got all night. I love my face. Get all night. Ooh.
Jay Johnson!
What's up, everyone? Happy Halloween, everybody! Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves so far. We had a lot of great people up here so far. We had scary ass Jason Voorhees, the amazingly beautiful Amherst Quinlan, and the guy who never has to try too hard to bring sexy back, Jonathan Baldassar. Yeah, so Halloween is probably my favorite holiday, and usually in the month of October, to build up to this night, I like to watch a lot of old classic scary movies. Not like the new ones, like the old ones, like with Wolfman, Mummy, Frankenstein, stuff like that. And I was just watching a Frankenstein movie last night, and I just found out that me and Frankenstein actually have something in common. Yeah, come to find out, we actually both make the same exact noise while having sex. Yeah, it sounds a little something like this. Bitch, I said no teeth! Let's hit my teeth on there. Yeah, so being a comic, you always you do a lot of shows in bars and stuff, and I like doing that because there's one thing that bars are always full of, and that's beautiful women. Now, I like to go and talk to them, but I'm a kind of quiet and shy guy, and I really never know how to exactly break the ice. So I thought of a game that I can go and play with them just to start a conversation. So I see a girl I like, I go up to her. I'm like, hey, my name's Jake, She introduced herself. I'm like, hey, you want to play a game real quick? Usually, it's pretty good, they're drunk by then. Yeah, sure, I'll play a game. So what I do is as soon as they say, yeah, I reach in my pocket and I pull a coin out. And I'm like, all right, we're going to play this game. The rules are very simple. So I'm going to take this coin, I'm going to flip it in the air. And I'm going to catch it and then put it on my hand. And I'm going to reveal it, and no matter what side it lands on, that's what you have to give me. Yeah. So far, I'm 0 for 17 on playing that game. But I never go home empty-handed. I always walk away with a complimentary prize. Unfortunately, the complimentary prize is just usually a big red handprint across the side of my face. So I've been trying to get back in the dating game here lately. And I'm trying to do some dating again. I've been doing all these online date websites. And I'm checking out these online date websites. I gotta tell you, I'm getting pretty upset with what I've been finding out on these sites. It seems to me that every single woman on these sites have the same fucking opening line on their front home profile page. That line being this: looking for a man with a great sense of humor. Oh, well, if that's the case, ladies, you done hit the fucking jackpot. Because that's pretty much all I have. Now, I think that when the ladies go on these sites, I think they should be more honest when they create their profile and switch out that humor line with this one. Looking for a man willing to spend a lot of money on me, but is willing to accept little to nothing in return for it. Now, the only reason I say that is because it seems like that is the only type of women that I personally have been attracting lately. I mean, for example, found a girl on one of the sites, you know, she ended up giving me her phone number, and for about 2 to 3 weeks, we would call and text each other on a daily basis, all right? Fast forward a little bit more time, boom. Now comes time for the first big date. So I call her up and I'm like, hey, you're gonna come pick you up? She's like, I sure am, but right when you get here, and before we do anything, I'm gonna need you to do me one small little favor. I'm like, okay, what's that? Yeah, before we do anything, I'm gonna need you to loan me somewhere between $60 to $80. What? Pump your fucking brakes, bitch. Come on now. We haven't even been on one date yet, and already you're asking me for quite a bit amount of money. Alright? That's bullshit. Let's take that same scenario and play it in reverse. That's kind of like me going to the girl and saying, hey, you know what? I would love nothing more to take you out to dinner or movie. But I'm kind of going to need that blowjob up front. I'm not good at segues either, so we'll run anyway. So this a couple years ago, I used to have this roommate, and we used to live in this real shitty, horrible 2-bedroom apartment. And while I lived with him, every once in a while, his alcoholic ex-girlfriend would come over, drop off their baby for him to watch, so she could go out to the bar to continue to make more horrible life decisions. Yeah. So, I don't know, I swear to God, if there was ever a contest, and a prize we won for Horrible Father of the Year, this motherfucker would rake in first prize every goddamn time. Seriously. I know some of you guys are thinking like, well, I know some people in my own life that are horrible parents. What makes yours such a winner? Well, sit back, baby bird, because Papa Bird's about to feed you all some examples. This really happened. This really happened. So, he's in the front, I'm in my room, playing some video games, smoking weed, whatever. So I'm a little parched from all that weed, got some cotton mouth, right? You gotta go out in the front and get something to drink. So I go out there, and this is exactly what I see. My friend sitting right in front of the TV, playing video games, his baby, not paying attention, sitting on the floor, right in front of those fucking wall sockets, with a knife, jabbing the knife in and out of a fucking wall socket. I'm like, dude, do you realize what your kid's doing? Are you even paying attention? He actually turns to me, looks at me, he's like, oh, don't worry, the knife's plastic. What the fuck? Like, that makes it even better. I mean, far be it for me to tell this guy how to raise his kid, but if he asks me, he could use a little help. Right? So let's fast forward. Same week, couple days later. In the bedroom again, come back out. He's doing the same thing, playing video games, not paying attention to his kid. What do I see this time? The baby has actually crawled its way to the cupboards under the kitchen sink, grabbed one of those fucking Windex spray cleaner bottles, and is literally sucking on it like a fucking bottle. Little shit all over his face and everything. I'm like, dude, are you trying to kill your kid? I mean, seriously, if so, you're off to a great fucking start. You know, he actually turns to me and listens like, oh, don't worry. I turned the nozzle to the off position. Oh my God, are you serious? Sounds more like me. Somebody turned your fucking brain to the off position. Yeah, true story. That really happened. He was horrible. Yeah. So, yeah, that Ghostbusters thing is in my head. I do love Ghostbusters. I like watching it. Actually, just yesterday, I was sitting at home by myself, all bored and stuff. So I figured, you know what? That'd be a good time to call my girlfriend up, see if she wants to come over and watch Ghostbusters the movie with me. So I call her up. We start watching the movie. About halfway during the movie, she ends up falling asleep with her head on my lap. Right? I end up watching the rest of the movie by myself. Credits roll. She's waking up right at the end, I look down at her, and I'm like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. But it seems to me at some point in the movie, you must have got slimed on. Because you have ectoplasm all over your face. Alright, I'm just kidding, you guys. I don't really have a girlfriend. I'm just kidding. So, just bear with me real quick. Let me retell that same joke with just a sliver of truth behind it. Alright? Alright, here we go. So, yesterday I decided to call my boyfriend out and see if he wanted to come over and watch Ghostbusters, the movie with me. Same thing, he falls asleep, he wakes up, I'm like, oh, you got jizz on your face. Oh, you guys caught me another lie. I'm just kidding again. Yeah, I don't really own a copy of Ghostbusters. Now, I'm looking at some of you guys in the crowd, I look at you up here noticing me, and I can see it in your face, like you're looking at me saying, hey, look at that guy up on stage right now. He's so cool, calm, and collective up there telling his jokes. Why, I bet you he's not scared of anything right now. Well, you really do think that, you're nothing but dead wrong. But seriously, I've been doing comedy for a little over a year now, and still to this day, every time I come up on stage, I always get nervous, sweaty, and sometimes downright terrified. Yeah. So I kind of now know what it feels like to be a little boy, getting ready to spend the night at Jerry Sandusky's house. Yes, I realize that joke is getting a little dated. So I'm going to need some more dudes to get out there and rape more little boys in order for this show to remain relevant. Still works. Alright, who here is a fan of Hooters the restaurant? Anybody? Anybody a fan? Yeah, please, yeah, please. Yeah, I really don't like Hooters the restaurant. I think it's unfair towards women. Because basically, what is Hooters? It's basically a place for men to go to eat shitty food, drink watered-down beer, and irate the women. That's basically all it is. That's basically all it is. So I decided to take it upon myself and open up a Hooters-type themed restaurant just for women. Yeah. So it's going to be a little like this. You know how all like the waitresses, like they all wear the same outfit, they all have like those tight shorts and those low V-neck cut Hooters t-shirts so their titties are popping out, and they're like, here, these are for you, or whatever, you know. So obviously, since my restaurant's just for women, it's going to be all waiters, all dudes, and they're kind of going to almost wear almost the same thing. So they're all going to wear like some plain white form-fitting tees, and then on the bottom, they're going to wear like those like 1950s basketball shorts that run up way too fucking high, you know? So just at the bottom, hanging out are going to be their balls and just the tip of their penis. Or just the head of their penis, yeah. So I invite you all to come down to the grand opening of my new restaurant, which I will be appropriately naming Tips and Sex. Seriously, come on down and have a ball or two. You're on the house. Hey fellas, hey fellas, don't you hate when this happens? Because I should do. Don't you hate when this happens when you're in bed with your lady friend? I mean, it doesn't really matter what type of lady it is. It could be your girlfriend, your mistress, second cousin, whatever you're into. I'm not here to judge. Doesn't matter. You know, there's some heavy petting going on, cuddling, kissing. You know, sex is just around the corner. But right before you're about to stick your penis in her, she looks at you and she's like, not until you put on a condom. Fucking boo, ladies. Boo! Boo condoms. Come on now, it's unfair. We all know that condoms take away over half the feeling. But I'm a gentleman, so I'll comply. Sure, I'll put that condom on. Yeah, just as long as you're willing to reach over and grab that bottle of Ambisol and pour its entire contents all inside your vagina. Yeah. Because if I'm not allowed to feel anything during sex, neither are fucking you. Alright, here's another true story. So what happened too. This happened a while ago. This just happened last New Year's Eve. Got invited to a New Year's Eve party, and basically, everybody brought their girlfriends, boyfriends, and what does everybody do? Everybody does the same thing on New Year's Eve around midnight. They all get drunk, all huddle around the TV and watch the ball drop, and then what happens? Everybody makes out with their significant other. Well, I didn't bring any of the tape. I didn't bring anybody to the party with me, so I thought while everybody's doing this, I'd slip outside and get my smoke on. So, so I'm out there smoking, some time passes, people, they're all done, they start to come outside, and I thought this would be the perfect time to play a practical joke on one of my guy friends. So I walk up to my friend in a real sad demeanor and everything, like I'm real upset and stuff. I walk up to him and I'm like, hey man, I wish I would have brought somebody to make out with at the party, but I didn't get to bring anybody. So I think I'm just going to make out with you instead. And exactly what I thought would happen did happen. He looks at me, he's like, I don't think so. And he started to walk away. So I looked at him, I was like, hey buddy, why don't you stop being such a faggot and get over here and kiss me on the mouth? Then the unthinkable happened. He actually turned around, came back to me, grabbed the back of my head, and literally tried to shove his tongue down my throat. I was like, dude, whoa. I mean, I can take a gay joke as far as the next heterosexual man, but you're taking it a little too far. All of a sudden it hit him, like he's too drunk, so he's like, oh shit, what did I do? And he ran in the house, and he just ran away, and he didn't pay no attention to the rest of the party. So I'm like, fuck it, he'll get over it, A couple more hours later, he's still pouting. Like, oh my god, I didn't want to think I didn't want to think there was any bad blood or ill will I was holding toward him. So, right before I left, I walked up to him, and just to reassure him that he was still my best friend, I let him suck my dick. He was good, too. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do like doing comedy. I love watching comedy. I love listening to comedy. I love coming up and doing comedy. But still to say, there's one thing about comedy that I do not like. And that's corny-ass fucking one-liner jokes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love good one-liner jokes. It's just those stupid-ass corny ones I can't fucking stand. Hey, let me give you an example real quick. Let me give you an example of a horrible, bad one-liner. Fuck that up. Let me give you an example of a good one-liner. Let me give you an example of a good one-liner. Here's a good one. Or what I think is. How do you circumcise a whale? You send down 4 skin divers. Like I said, I thought that was good. Not everybody. Now here's an example of a horrible one-liner. What did the fist say to the wall? Ouch. Yeah, fucking lame. Exactly. So, knowing all that, I decided to create a one-liner on my own. And I hope to God it doesn't fall into the corny category. So here it goes. Here's my one-liner. What did the penis say to the vagina? Hey. You mind if I come inside real quick? So this just happened a couple days ago. I was taking a ride in my car, and I looked at my rearview mirror, and I noticed several blocks behind me a policeman with his lights on. Oh, really? It's so much more. Okay, I'll make this quick. I noticed the policeman with his lights on. And So he was quite far behind me, so I didn't think anything of it. So naturally, I decided to just do what I was going to do in the first place, and pulled to the driveway of the house I was planning on going to anyway. So I pull up, get out of the car, start to walk up to the house. All of a sudden, that same cop pulls his car behind me, gets out of the car, draws his gun. He's like, "Freeze, motherfucker! I know what you're here to do, and I am not going to let it happen again." I'm like, "What? I think you got me confused with somebody else, sir, because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about." He's like, "Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You're the person driving the same car as the person who's been coming here for the last 2 weeks to fuck my wife, and it ain't going to happen again." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, officer. You know what? It's kind of funny that you mentioned my car, because actually for the last 2 weeks, I've been letting my friend borrow my car to go see this new girl that he's been telling me so much. So I actually decided to do the cop a favor and in full detail explain to him exactly what my friend looks like." So after I got done explaining, the cop listening was like, "Oh yeah, that is the real dude I'm looking for. Hey, you know what? Let's just forget this ever happened, put it behind us, and let's let you just go about your business." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do that. I mean, Jesus Christ. I would have hated to see what you would have did if I actually was the guy who you thought you were following." Yeah. And fortunately for me, I'm just here to fuck your daughter. That's my time. Thank you very much.